Hi and welcome to another Dudley Lodge video. Today we're going to be looking at internet risks for children. We're going to be spreading this across a few videos and we're going to be looking at apps and social media pages and games that children can access and just giving you an insight into what it is that they can access on there, what they can see, what they can do, the risks that they hold, and just a general overview of them all to give you a better understanding as to what they are. So today we're going to be looking at Snapchat. Obviously, Snapchat is a really common and popular app used among all young children, teenagers, even adults. And it is basically a photo messaging app. So the first thing we see when we open the app is the camera. As you can see across the bottom here, we have filters whereby if we turn it onto selfie mode and turn it onto our face, these filters will adapt our faces. A lot of them are beautifying ones, so it kind of clears your skin, gives you eyelashes. Some of them are games, some of them are freaky filters where they'll distort your face. There's also games and stuff that you can play, like you have to move your eyebrows to do different things. And that is the general gist of the camera and the different features that you can use with that. And then if I swipe right, it takes us onto this Discover page. We can see our friends' Snapchat stories at the top. Clicking onto these, the Snapchat stories that we can see are only ones of people that we've added. However, if you see subscription down here, these are celebrities' Snapchat stories or their newsfeed ones, so BuzzFeed's there. And then we can scroll down to see the whole other range of different kind of news features that are in there. These aren't limited depending on the user's age. This kind of layout that you're seeing is what everybody gets, and you can read any story. A lot of them are kind of child friendly, if you like, or not too extreme. However, you can come across some that are talk about adult stories and have explicit content in them too. So if we click on this one is by Mike, and it says celebrity couple Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson are shockingly public about their sex life. And anybody who has the app can read this. Doesn't matter if you've put in that you're 13. The content is not limited. So if I swipe back onto my camera by swiping left and then I swipe left again, this brings me to all of my chats that I've been having with people. You can create groups and then you can click on to certain people and you can start typing to them. So you can say hello and send that. You can also send bitmojis. You can send private pictures to people. But if I click on the three lines in the top left hand corner of the chat, it takes me to the user's profile, and as you can see here, it shows me their location, which brings us to Snapchat maps. So if we go back to my camera again, and then by pinching the screen, it takes us to Snapchat maps. So this is where, if you have enabled it, so you're not on ghost mode means that no one can see where you are. So if you've allowed the people to see you, everyone that's your friend can literally see what street you're on and whereabout on that street, so they can get a specific location. And this is kind of where Snapchat becomes quite dangerous, because if the person using it isn't regulating it by making sure that the only people that can see them are their friends, or not having it on at all, if they are friends with people that they don't know, if they let anybody add them, they're putting themselves at risk to literally showing their exact location to anybody anywhere in the world. I can scroll all the way out and I can literally go all around the world. I've got friends that are on holiday at the moment and it will show me exactly where they are. So I can scroll across here. You can see a friend that I've got in Australia, another one in Bali. We can also go all the way across to the other side of the world, to America, to see people that I'm friends with on Snapchat that there are as well. We've also got this thing called hotspots, which is where people can submit public stories, and then you can click anywhere in the world, you can click on a certain space and it will show you who in that area has posted there. So for example, we can see, I think this is in Saudi Arabia, all the Snapchat stories that are going on there. So it is an app that seems friendly and seems safe, but if you're not using it efficiently, if you're not using it with the right guidelines or protecting yourself, you put yourself massively at risk without even realising it. So I'm just going to go back onto my maps now, and here we can flick up to the settings. So you can put it in ghost mode, my friends accept, or only these friends. So mine is set so that only really close friends can see where I am. You can set ghost mode for a limited amount of time, 3 hours, 24 or limited. With Snapchat, there are trophies that you can get, so different things depending on how many Snapchats you send. So if I've sent a Snapchat
for one person. If you verified your email address, different things like that. Sent a Snapchat with 2 filters applied. Sent a Snapchat without the audio. Sent 50 Snapchat videos. It's kind of like goals for users to reach, I suppose. So then we've got stories. So you can limit who sees your stories. So you can have just your friends, or you can have anybody. So people can add you, and if you don't add them back and you allow everyone to see your story, anybody that you've not accepted as your friend but you've allowed them to add you, they can see your story. So it can sound a little bit complicated, but the best thing is, if it is your child that is using it, that you make sure that their security settings are up to the max. So they've not got anybody that hasn't added them, anybody that they don't know, that their story can only be seen by their friends, and that they're on ghost mode. Or if you really, really know that the only people that they're friends with on Snapchat are their friends, that they're the only people that can see them as well. So there's also something called a quick add, where if, say, you have a friend on Snapchat, their friends, so that other person's friends, will be able to add you by quick add, unless you block that, so that's not available. It can sound quite complicated because there are a lot of things that you have to make sure are tied on lockdown if you don't want anyone to be seeing your Snapchat except your friends. But these are just keeping yourself on ghost mode, or making sure only your friends have added you, making sure you're not on quick ads, making sure only your friends can see your stories, and making sure you only ever accept people that are your friends and that you know, and that if someone tries to add you who you don't know, that you make sure that you delete them and block them, and that you don't put your Snapchat anywhere that anybody can see it to be able to add you. So you don't put it on social media or any other apps like this. So we know we've given you a lot of information there. So as always, in the description box below and an article on our website, we'll list all of the main things that you need to remember, all of the safety features and all of the things that you should have turned off or turned on. And hopefully this has just given you a bit of an insight into what Snapchat is and how it works and the things that you need to look out for. So until next time, thank you for watching.